Caldwell got a standing ovation when she entered the building, returning 1 week after giving birth to her first child. And Tennessee controls the opening tip.
You see South Carolina in a man-to-man. Now, Tennessee is a team that likes to put up threes, so we'll see how quick can they get and find one.
There's a Spearman underneath the basket that goes out off of South Carolina. And Tennessee likes to change their starting lineup. This is going to be the second time they have used this starting lineup. The first time was in a win over Iowa. Chloe Kitts trying to save it off the fingertips of Z Spearman, and that's going to be South Carolina basketball. Their top 2 scorers come off the bench.
That's the strength of South Carolina. Their bench, their reserves average 42 points a game. That's more than the 5 starters.
Zion Flagan sends it over to Raven Johnson, and South Carolina will swing it around. Tahina Paopao, the kick out to Bree Hall. Hall in trouble, and she traveled.
You wear your opponents down. That's not the case with Tennessee because they've got quite a whole bench full of reserves that can play well.
Delaney Cooper sinks the first bucket, and the Tennessee fans can take a seat as she hits from the elbow.
It's going to be fun to watch because as soon as Tennessee scores the basketball, they find their person one-on-one.
Tahina Paopao too much on the three-point shot, and this will be Tennessee basketball. Well, Kim Caldwell, here it is, the very first photo that we have seen of Connor Scott Caldwell, born 1 week ago today, and he is wrapped in a blanket that the team gave him at the baby shower they threw for her back in October.
He is adorable.
He is beautiful.
We share the same zodiac sign.
Oh my goodness.
Aquarius.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, you mentioned Tennessee, the style of play that Kim Caldwell has brought. You see the bucket there from Ruby Whitehorn. They're third in the nation when it comes to pace of play. How does South Carolina feel about that?
Well, they want to control tempo. You see there, Raven Johnson pushing pace right back.
Now Spencer out to Jillian Hollingshed. Everybody's got the green light to shoot the three.
When you're playing against Tennessee, you have to be disciplined. If you don't get caught up playing their style, you still play the way that you want to play.
If there's a weakness for Tennessee, it's when they've had to defend in the half court.
And rebounding. Rebounding at times, those have been the teams that have given them problems.
5 seconds, Bree Hall takes another three and still can't hit. Whitehorn, the stop, the pop, and she's going to the free throw line.
The stat crew very busy on the other side because they got to know who's coming in and who's coming out.
Her players to play every minute like it is the last minute of a tie ball game. Just see how her team would do against this Tennessee team. Look at the last 4 seasons. That record is unbelievable. 128-4. They haven't had more than 2 losses in a season since the 2020-2021 season. It's interesting because that's kind of Tennessee's philosophy too. It doesn't really matter who's in the starting lineup because they're going to sub so much.
Yeah, we talked to Kim Caldwell this morning and she said that everybody's got the responsibility to play defense and get on the glass.
South Carolina team has dominated the SEC. They've won 54 straight regular season games against conference opponents. That's an SEC record. Chloe Kitts rejecting that shot. Raven pushing ahead to Malaysia for Riley. Right at the rim, but can't finish.
I would be the first one pulling on my jersey going, I need one.
That's going to be a travel.
But this is the type of game she should excel in.
The top 2 scorers are now on the floor for South Carolina. There's the top scorer in Joyce Edwards. That is a freshman.
And poise. I love her post patience.
The kick out to Samara Spencer. It saved their undefeated season. They went on to win a national championship.
Don Staley said that in the huddle, she called that for Cardoso to take the three. That was the last person I expected.
Speaking of giving birth, I almost gave birth.
You did.
I was about 6 months pregnant. It was so intense watching that game. You know, Tennessee hasn't forgotten that, even with a new head coach and a lot of new faces playing on the floor for the Lady Vols. Sam Spencer!
It's perfect, and Kim Caldwell complimented her high basketball IQ.
2-minute scoring drought for South Carolina.
You see, all the Tennessee's players are about the same size. They can guard all over the court. With Tennessee, and you know what that does? Also, changing the scouting report. You're used to, okay, I've got to scout these 5 players. We have a whole nother group coming in you've got to adjust to.
All right, Ruby Whitehorn. She's had over 20 points in 2 of their last 3 games, finding her shot.
Well, she's looking for a shot. She's the second leading scorer for Tennessee. The other thing she worked on was that left hand. Now, she can go both directions.
5 new players in for Tennessee. Cooper in this is. Kanaya Boyd with the rebound. 4 seconds. Jewel Spear. And it's going to be South Carolina ball. Maddie McDaniel running things, the true freshman for South Carolina. She's number 1 in Garnet. And thank goodness for Joyce Edwards if you're the Gamecocks. Cooper, tough shot. Spearman got the rebound, but travel. South Carolina moving it around to Pow on the block. Shot clock still on. Cooper too much down the lane. McDaniel's got Pow. Doesn't need her. Tennessee can take the last shot of the opening quarter. It's an 8-0 South Carolina run. They've hit their last 3 shots.
Watching Cooper on the baseline, number 55.
Whitehorn, shot fake. Off the front of the rim, and we got a 1-point ball game after 10 minutes.
There's never an easy night in the SEC. But in that first half, in the paint, now South Carolina is 6 of 11. Tennessee only 3 of 12. They finish those layups. This could be a whole lot different story.
Tennessee is first in the nation in scoring offense. They average 93 points a game. Whitehorn elevating, won't get it to fall. And South Carolina can run. Sanaya Fagan dumps off to Joyce Edwards, but it's going to be an offensive foul. Swiped away, looking to go inside the Hollingshed, but Joyce Edwards had other plans.
Fagan is working hard inside, just not able to catch that one.
It bounced off her foot. That's 6 turnovers for South Carolina, halfway to their season average. Whitehorn cutting the basket.
Ooh. I mean, she is like no other player in the league. Her effort to go to the glass.
They played the South Carolina team on Friday. 12 seconds on the shot clock. South Carolina down by 40 here in the second quarter. Maddie McDaniel working against Kanaya Boyd and banks it in. South Carolina is 4th in the nation in blocks per game. Cooper got it back. Second chance.
See how Tennessee is clogging the lane.
Edwards looking for something. It gets me every time, just watching her break down what she sees and attacking.
When she gets the basketball, you just have to tell yourself, wait for it, because something spectacular is going to happen.
Ooh, it's Elijah Cooper! Pull up! Edwards with the shot fake. She is a student of the game, constantly studying basketball.
I love the question you asked Dawn. You said, well, does she ask a lot of questions? And Dawn said, she's got a lot of answers. Set of parents that thought the same way.
And then you went to Vanderbilt.
Well, there you go.
South Carolina takes over here. In the corner for Wiley.
Cooper.
Oh, it's Talia Cooper. Flat tire.
You don't want to make the practice film getting scored on by somebody with one shoe on.
Remember when Angel Reese blocked that shot with one shoe on?
Oh, yeah, that lived all season.
Uh-oh. They're first in the nation in bench points. 42 points per game is coming off the bench, including their top 2 scorers.
Well, and already in this first half, Fulali and Edwards combined for 15 points. They are 6 of 11 from the floor.
Now stepping through the Tennessee defense.
Because when you don't sub like this, it's easy to look at, but when you go 10 deep, that makes it tough.
Swatted away by Cooper, but into the hands of Tessa Johnson. Gamecocks looking to extend a 9-0 run. Free Hall into Edwards. And one coming.
So Reiser has to make the decision of what Tennessee needs on the floor at any given time.
Talia Cooper was whistled for her second foul. 11-0 run right now for South Carolina. They didn't take their first lead until here in the second quarter. And a travel.
And South Carolina's got to recognize when there's a double team chasing the ball, somebody's got to flash to the middle.
In the corner. Corner packet.
We got a sneaker loose with Joyce Edwards right now.
With the shoes coming off. She's holding it in her hand.
She tried to pull the Angel Reese with the block while she was holding it.
There's Jillian Hollingshed at the free throw line. This is the first. Coming up tomorrow. South Carolina has found their rhythm. They took their first lead here in the second quarter after Tennessee had a 9-point lead in the first quarter. That's a Johnson elevating. They haven't had a field goal in almost 5.5 minutes.
Well, right where the ball is right now. Talia Cooper just has not been able to finish with a consistency in the paint.
Short corner, Tessa Johnson, rebound by Kitts, and foul on the floor. She's 9th in the SEC in offensive rebounds per game.
Ooh, there's a lot of contact up top.
Kitts shakes it off, though, and drops the bucket in. Chloe Kitts has worked on her strength, and it helped her there.
This is a player that even lifts weights on game day.
Got a pro mentality. Cooper answers with a 3.
And it looked like she showed the 3-point salary to Dawn Staley.
Takeaway for Tennessee. Up to Coop. Tessa Johnson blocked. Sam Spencer with a chance. A heave. And a little run for Tennessee, a 5-0 run to end the half. Remember, they trailed Oklahoma by 19 points. Only lost that game by a point.
Well, I think that's two things. Tennessee turns up and teams relax. You cannot relax against Tennessee.
So 21 seconds on the shot clock. Raven Johnson will inbound for South Carolina. Gamecocks shooting 50% from the field.
They're doing a nice job. South Carolina is when they do get the ball inside, they're finishing. They were 10 of 20 in that first half.
Sanaya Fagan just outside the paint. Raven Johnson gets the rebound. She is their best rebounding guard.
Dawn Staley, the biggest compliment you can give to a player is you're a winner, and that's what Dawn Staley says about Raven Johnson.
What does that mean?
That means that she competes every play. She's locked in. She is all about the positive and helping her team do whatever necessary.
Chloe Kitts through a triple team. Is going to the free throw line.
Weight room.
Spent a lot of time on the ground, falling down. And that's because I wasn't strong enough.
On the floor could open up the offense for Tennessee, number 21 in white.
Spencer gives it to her. She's got no room to get the shot off because Pau Pau's right there. Samara Spencer at the elbow. No. Jillian Hollingshed with the follow.
So we talked about the LSU game is they gained rebound and how important it was for the guards to get on the glass. Bree Hall just did it.
Long two from Tahina Paupau. Whitehorn stepping into the three. Tess Darby. No. Tennessee just 2 for 14 from three-point range. They're first in the nation, averaging 11 made threes a game. It's wide open, towing the line. Drop it down, Chloe Kitts from three. Her second three of the season. She's got 8 points. There's Hollingshed at the free throw line. But in the second quarter, went 6 minutes and 12 seconds without a field goal.
She's a 3-and-D type player. She can knock down the three-point shot. She's got terrific length, and she loves to play defense.
Tennessee 3 minutes without a field goal. Latham the spin, the kick out. Darby gets open for the three. Put back by Alyssa Latham, who got her third start of the season tonight. Her husband Justin, who is on the men's basketball staff here at Tennessee, on beautiful baby Connor Scott. We're getting to see the first photos of him tonight. Spearman fouled on a three-point attempt by Chloe Kitts.
Well, Michelle actually went to Notre Dame first, but then eventually transferred to come to Tennessee and play for Pat. So it all paid off.
Yes, full circle.
Won her a national championship, 1996.
Wore the number 3.
She did.
She was named the Final Four All-Tournament team last year. 59% in the Final Four in the championship game last year from the field.
And she has been Miss Consistency this year. And Dawn Staley has great trust in number 5. She brings it defensively. She's money from the three-point line. She just does the little things for South Carolina. Sanaya Fagan doesn't have a point yet, has yet to score, but doing so many other good things for the Gamecocks.
Raven Johnson will take the three. Sam Spencer looking for the foul call. McDaniel did a nice job of staying straight up in her defense.
Well, not only McDaniel staying just one-on-one, but not over-helping so that you can open up three-point shooters for Tennessee. When they face South Carolina, you can try to prepare for it, but it's hard to emulate it in practice until you feel it. And the length that they have really at 4 of the 5 positions has been really tough on Tennessee. One of those teams that likes to shoot the three, but going against a very stingy defense.
Oklahoma, or team that returned all 5 starters from last year, including the co-Big 12 Player of the Year, Skylar Vann. And then they added Reagan Beers. Three-point shooting struggles continue. Tennessee 2 for 22 from behind the arc. Open lane to the bucket.
And watching Tennessee, that's one of the things that I have seen. When you decide to go to the rim, if you continue and don't give up on it, more times than not, you get some opportunities.
Spearman able to finish. Joyce Edwards high up off the window. Turnover. Tennessee led by 9 in the first quarter. South Carolina figured things out in the second quarter.
Well, what South Carolina has done is they have taken control of the pace of this game.
Tennessee wants to go fast. They're third in the nation in pace. Got to here with the clock winding down. No bucket. It's a Tennessee team that averages 93 points per game. They only have 39 tonight.
Well, they've done a good job of getting to the offensive boards. They have 15, but they've only turned that into 6 points.
That's the first time that Mylasia Full-Wiley has missed from 3. She was 3 for 3.
And I think the defense of Tennessee, of South Carolina, has had everything to do with that.
Sanaya Fagan, a little extra about taking a shot down low.
Oh, being the shot blocker that Watkins was. But Fagan has been patient, playing behind some tremendous post players, and didn't just take it easy. Wasn't just on vacation because she wasn't playing, but preparing herself and learning all that she could so she could be ready to step up when Watkins went down.
Chloe Kitts leading the break. Kitts has 10. She was over actually where we're sitting at shoot-around today, grabbed the microphone and started doing play-by-play. There's been a lot of talk about the growth of the South Carolina team since their only loss of the season to UCLA. What's changed in your eyes when you watch South Carolina from that game against UCLA that they lost to the 14 wins since then?
She wants them to. She just has to say you, not even UCLA, to remind her team, look, you have to come in locked in every single day to make it a habit if you want to repeat as champions.
And she's talked about them being chameleons. They can win in different ways. Another transition bucket here for Tennessee. An 86-0 run for Tennessee. Riley's had her bucket picked. 4 seconds. For Riley around to Lasia Cooper. Boy gets around Dowda. Tennessee wants to go. Now they'll set it up in the half court. Boyd sees an opening, hits it. The coach of the year 7 times over her 17 seasons at South Carolina.
And what Pat accomplished, she built this program in the 38 years that she coached for the Lady Vols. Dawn Staley, she's building her own legacy at South Carolina.
Right now, Tennessee with a bit of a run. Before the timeout, 10-2 over the last 3 minutes.
Well, Tennessee has scored on 4 of their last 5 field goals.
Testorby to lay in. Seven seconds. Joyce Edwards. Pretty.
Well, this is go time for the Lady Vols. As they turn up on the offensive end, South Carolina's got to lock in.
What's been better about Tennessee's offense?
Well, I think that they've gone to score quick. They've been able to score off steals from South Carolina. They got a 5-second call right there.
Now, still a lot of work to do.
the clock. You want to execute your sets.
Cooper up ahead to Spearman. Free throws on the way. Double-digit wins. That's the most since the 98-99 season when Tennessee had 20. She had the shot fake, too. Z Spearman will. Tennessee is continuing its struggles. Hail Mary, right down to Raven.
Kind of like Patrick Mahomes we watched last night. He's such a headsy point guard, Raven Johnson, 25, to understand clock management is the priority right now.
And it's been so fun to see her grow into that over her time at South Carolina. Fagan rejected. Whitehorn. South Carolina didn't take its first lead until the second quarter. They've been in control since then. Tennessee pushing. Joe Spear was waiting in the corner, Sam Spencer too much on the lay-in.
Now Tennessee, you got to pressure, you got to foul.
Yeah, Tennessee down 9, under a minute to play now. Well, now just 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tennessee's got it. They got to go. Tipped out of bounds by Raven Johnson. Talasia Cooper, no. Tennessee's got to shoot. Joel Spear hits.
They worked on this in shoot-around.
Edwards into Pow. Tennessee's got a foul. That's their last foul to give.
To cut to the ball. South Carolina still has 2 fouls to give.
They got to shoot 3 right now.
Ooh, that was close from Pow. That could have been fouling a 3-point shoot. I'm thinking about how spicy and competitive the SEC tournament is going to be. These two teams won't play again until they could possibly meet in Greenville.
The streak continues for South Carolina in the SEC. 55 straight regular season wins against SEC opponents. It's a conference record.